Today's Success Sparks on Ignite Success is with Jennifer Brown, who is Executive Director of the KIPP Schools, a charter school here in Jacksonville. Welcome, Jennifer.
Thank you so much, Snowden. It is a pleasure.
Oh, I'm so happy to have you here. So tell us a little bit about your background, because I know you came here 4 years ago from North Carolina. Is that right?
That's exactly right. So we moved here from Charlotte, North Carolina.
I grew up in Chapel Hill.
Oh, well, wonderful.
So I know North Carolina.
That Tar Heel State connection.
There you go.
Yes, and what was really interesting is 2 years prior to our move, my husband and I came here for an anniversary trip.
Oh, fun.
And we drove around, and I remember saying, we could live here someday. And
someday came sooner than you thought.
So I was actually recruited to become the chief academic officer at KIPP.
Okay,
locally.
wonderful.
And in Charlotte, I had worked in Charlotte-Mecklenburg schools. So all of my teaching and central office experience had been in large urban districts.
Oh, terrific.
To that point. So very familiar with traditional public school districts. And KIPP was my first foray into the charter world. And interestingly enough, I was quite skeptical.
Oh, that is interesting.
To KIPP.
That's interesting.
I remember walking into the interview, which was a panel interview of 6 people from the local team and the national KIPP team. And I said to them, I want you to know I'm interviewing you just as much as you're interviewing me.
They were probably surprised by that, right?
Yes. And it was great because I really feel like it was probably one of the first times in my professional life that I really feel like I was my authentic self.
Oh,
because
excellent.
I really wanted them to understand who they'd be getting.
Excellent.
And where I stood philosophically on schools, particularly schools that have large populations of students of color who come from low-income families.
Right.
And so this month is 4 years.
Oh,
and
congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, and I come from a public school background.
Okay.
Teacher, long time ago, was a school teacher at junior high in Massachusetts.
Nice.
I taught in one of the poorest school districts and then in one of the wealthiest. And so I know what you mean about the need and how important that is.
Yes.
So how is KIPP different and what makes it so special? Because I know it's an extraordinary school.
It is so very special. So one way that we are different here locally is our campus is on the site of a former dog track. It is the old kennel club off Beaver and McDuff Avenue here locally. And we underwent a several $1 million renovation, and
it's lovely. I was there for the Read USA Book Fair just a couple weeks ago, so it's a great campus.
It is beautiful, and it is exactly what children and families in Northwest Jacksonville deserve to go to school in.
Right.
So I'm really, really proud about that. Another way that we are different, so we are public schools,
right?
And we receive public funding,
right?
Where we get some flexibility, though, is in choosing our curriculum. So while we still have to meet the same standards for the FSA, the end of the year test, right? We get a little bit of flexibility in how we get students prepared to do that.
More creatively.
We can do that a little bit more creatively.
Right.
We also have some flexibility in terms of the length of our school year and school day. So our kids are in school longer. They're in school from about 8 to 4 every day. Our teachers work a really long school day.
They sure do.
Their contract hours are 7:30 to 5:15.
Wow, that's much longer.
That's a very long school day.
It is.
But that affords us an opportunity to be able to do things like daily physical education.
Oh, yeah, which is
daily
so important.
Recess.
Yes.
Starting in 4th grade, an hour of band instruction.
Excellent.
For probably about 90% of our kids. The other 10% are likely enrolled in some type of intensive math or reading intervention course.
Are there arts too?
We have arts as well. So we have chorus.
Oh, fabulous.
And we are able to do science and world cultures in that longer day. So some of the things that more affluent families could afford to do as a part of after school, we've incorporated them into the school day so that we don't have to put that strain on families. And all of those things are provided to our students at no cost to families.
Which is wonderful.
Which is really wonderful.
And I know you have a real focus on bringing the family together as part of the child's education.
Yes. And one really important part of that is, 3 years ago, long before the tragedy happened at Parkland, what we did was kind of took an inventory of our schools and our students, and started to really acknowledge and have truthful conversations about some of the traumas that our kids were coming to school with.
Right.
And through philanthropy, we were able to partner with Children's Home Society and embed mental health therapists. We did that 3 years ago.
So that's fabulous. So you've got mental health therapists on campus. So I would think that would be invaluable for your population.
Absolutely. And we invite families in to see those therapists as well. And
terrific.
As well as our teachers, because secondary trauma is a real thing.
It sure is.
It's a real thing.
So you've got an event coming up. What is that?
So early this week, we had we celebrated our second class of seniors.
Oh, wonderful!
Announcing where they were going to go to college.
Oh, terrific!
Or careers. So some
terrific.
of them are choosing to go into the military. So what's interesting about us is, even though we're kindergarten through 8th grades, we have a KIPP through college team that stays with our kids even after they leave us. They go to several high schools throughout Duval County. And what we do when they get to their senior year is we invite them back to campus so that they can do the big reveal of their post-high school plans.
And is that the event you have coming up soon?
And we actually had that one already.
Oh,
that was this past Tuesday.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Yes, that was this past Tuesday.
Oh, that's so exciting.
And more recently than that, we had our first fundraising event. We've never done a signature fundraising event. That was Kip Family Feud.
Oh, fabulous.
So we had local celebrities play alongside some of our Kipsters. That's how we affectionately refer to our students.
That's wonderful.
And it was also really great. Really great.
So where can people learn more about KIPP?
I have an open invitation for folks to come and visit the campus.
Wonderful.
But for those folks who can't take the time to come and visit us physically, on our website, which is www.kippjacks.org.
Wonderful.
Well, lots of information there.
Thank you so much for all you're doing and the role that you play in our kids' lives. And thanks for being with us.
You are so welcome. Thank you so very much.
My pleasure.
All right. Thanks.